everyone, my name is Sophia, and today we're going to be talking about BiPAP, which stands for Bilevel Positive Airway Pressure. BiPAP is a form of non-invasive pressure ventilation commonly used in hospitals, emergency departments, and sometimes at home. BiPAP delivers two different pressure levels: a higher pressure during inhalation called IPAP, or inspiratory positive airway pressure, and a lower pressure during exhalation called EPAP, or expiratory positive airway pressure. This helps improve ventilation and decreases the work of breathing without the need for intubation.
Hi, my name is Luis Hernandez, and I'm going to be your RT for today. How are you doing today? So right off the bat, we're going to check our patient's vitals, make sure he's okay, and I'm going to walk you through the process of getting the BiPAP machine connected and all of its components. So first, we start off with the patient mask. We have the patient mask, and then we will put it on the patient, ensuring it's properly secured. So what we do is we'll start off by putting it on the arch of the nose, slightly go down, make sure it's fitting nicely. So the next thing would be we would apply humidification to this patient if it is ordered by the physician. In this case, it is not. Now we will turn on the BiPAP machine and basically set our IPAP and our EPAP settings. So I am powering on the machine, and let me show you guys. So we are going to make sure our settings are correct, and we want to be in the ST setting, and that is for spontaneous time. And we click that. Now we can go and set our IPAP. We want to set our IPAP, inspiratory pressure, to 10, so accept. We want to set our EPAP, expiratory positive airway pressure, to 5, so we hit accept. Then we want to set our IE ratio, or our respiratory rate. We'll set it to 12 for this case, so we hit accept. And then we also want to make sure we set our oxygen. So here would be our oxygen. Let's say the patient needs 60%, 40%. Here we would move it, but we'll just keep it at 21% right now. And then we'll go ahead and activate all of our settings. Okay, so I just wanted to touch bases again on the BiPAP settings. Of course, the initial BiPAP settings solely depend on the patient's condition settings. So ideally for the IPAP, we want to be 10 to 15 cm H2O. For the EPAP, we want to be between 4 and 6 cm H2O. Pressure support, which is IPAP minus EPAP, we want that usually between 5 and 10. FiO2, we always want to start the patient at 100% oxygen and titrate to maintain SpO2 between 90 and 92%. Backup rate, if available, typically between 10 and 16 breaths per minute. And so for COPD patients, the higher IPAP may be needed to improve ventilation. For CHF patients, the EPAP may be increased to improve oxygenation.
Hello class, my name is Marie, and today I'm going to talk to you about the BiPAP and what are some of the common indications. So BiPAP is for patients who are breathing spontaneously but need ventilator support. The common indications are acute or chronic respiratory failure, COPD extubation, congestive heart failure with pulmonary edema, obstructive sleep apnea, neuromuscular disorders, post-extubation support. Okay, and now let's go into detail just a little bit to tell you what each and every one of those mean, just in case some of you guys don't know. So, acute or chronic respiratory failure helps improve ventilation and reduce carbon dioxide levels. COPD extubation is BiPAP decreases PaCO2, improves your pH, and reduces the need for intubation. Congestive heart failure with pulmonary edema is positive pressure, and it helps decrease preload and afterload and improves oxygenation. Obstructive sleep apnea is BiPAP is used when the CPAP is not tolerated or when high pressures are needed. Neuromuscular disorders or conditions like ALS or muscular dystrophy where respiratory muscles are weak, and post-extubation support helps prevent reintubation in high-risk patients. Hello everybody, my name is Marie. That was good, huh? My name is Marie and I'm going to be your RT today to tell you about the BiPAP, how it has both absolute and relative contradictions. Indications. Thank you, Luis. That's my other RT to help me. So let's get to it. The absolute contraindications are respiratory arrest or apnea, inability to protect your airway, severe altered mental status, facial trauma or facial surgery, vomiting or high aspirations risk. The relative contraindications is hemodynamic instability, excessive secretions, claustrophobia, recent upper GI or airway surgery, poor mass fit, or air leaks. Patients with absolute contraindications usually require invasive mechanical ventilation. Hello, everybody. Back to me. I think this is like the 3rd or 4th cut, but let's get it. This is the ending of our BiPAP. I hope that you guys have learned a lot from what we have told you. And basically, let's sum it up now. BiPAP is a powerful, non-invasive tool that improves ventilation, reduces the work of breathing, and helps prevent intubation when used correctly. Now that we know that, thanks for watching, and let's get out there and save lives. And if you flatline your patient, just don't tell me.